Hello, everyone. So, the trailer just dropped for the remake of West Side Story. We saw a teaser trailer a couple months ago. This is the full theatrical trailer. I think I let it slip in one of my previous videos that this is the movie I'm looking forward to the most the rest of the year. I love musicals, and this was one of the movies that got me into movies, was the original 1961 West Side Story. Now, it's very dated, which is why I welcome a remake. If somebody were to ask me to recommend them a movie, I would not recommend the original West Side Story. Like I said, it's very cornball by today's standards. And, another big reason is like half the cast of characters are Puerto Rican, and I don't think there's a single Puerto Rican actor in that movie. So I'm welcome to a remake. And Steven Spielberg's directing it, dude. Come on, Steven Spielberg directing a musical. I don't think he's ever done that. I'm very intrigued by this. I'm really looking forward to this. The trailer just dropped, so let's do a little reaction video. Then I'll come back at the end with my thoughts and what I think about the trailer and what I think about the movie as a whole.
The world is full of light. This is my first time in New York City. I want to be happy here. I want to make a life, a home.
Are you ready? Tonight is about family. The first gringo boy who smiles at you.
I never seen you before. You're not Puerto Rican.
Is that okay?
Do you want to start World War III?
I wake up to everything I know either getting sold or wrecked or being taken over by people that I don't like.
You keep away from him as long as you're in my house.
I'm a grown-up now, Bernardo. I'm gonna think for myself.
Tony, we need you if we're going to war. Who are you? Friend or foe?
If you go with him, no one will ever forgive you. Life matters even more than love.
Well, look, I don't know how good the movie's going to be. I don't. Trailers lie. Trailers are deceiving. Trailers are made to sell the movie. I think that's a great trailer. I think it's an amazing trailer. I believe, my hunch is that this movie's going to be great. I mean, I got goosebumps watching that. I think it looks beautiful. I mean, that's one thing that I think will stick when I see the movie. Cinematography looks gorgeous. The way it's shot, I think the musical sequences and the dance sequences are going to be brilliant. Just a few observations that I noticed. With every remake, people ask the same question. What are you going to do that separates this from the original? Well, it seems like there's going to be a much heavier focus on Maria, the dynamic between her and Anita and Bernardo, and just her following Tony. And not to say that was put on the back burner in the original necessarily, but I think Rachel Zegler is going to be the main character of this film. I don't know how well it's going to do critically, because I think that to people like me who love musicals and who love the original, I think it's going to appeal to them. But I don't know how it's going to appeal to mainstream audiences, like the way something like La La Land did, or even whether you like this movie or not, the way something like The Greatest Showman did. I mean, that movie was a massive, massive financial success, and a lot of people really responded to it and bought the soundtrack. This is a remake of a movie that's 60 years old. There is definite familiarity to the story. I mean, there was familiarity to the story when the original was released in 1961. I mean, it's a take on Romeo and Juliet. How interested are people in seeing that? Time will tell, but the one thing I can guarantee is this is going to be a beautiful movie to look at. I mean, just Spielberg's a master, dude. I mean, look at this. The use of color, the choreography. You can just see like his heart being put into every single shot of this movie. So that I'm very excited about. I think the cast looks good. On a personal level, the thing about the original that just appealed to me the most was not actually the love story. I love the Sharks and the Jets dynamic. While I'm fine with Maria being the main character again, which she kind of was in the original, and while I'm fine with the focus on the love story and the kind of the backdrop of Maria being an immigrant, I'm all good with that. I really hope they get the dynamic between the gangs right, because that was very tense in the original. That's one of the things about the original that actually holds up is there was a true, genuine dislike between the Sharks and the Jets that made the film more raw and more real than it probably had any right to be. So I hope they get that right. Like I said, this young cast seems to be great. So I'm very excited for this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get those watch hours up. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Peace and happiness.